Just doing this little video on my big albums. There's quite a big following of fans out there that I've noticed, especially on my YouTube. So I thought I'd do this little video just on my albums, and then I'll do one on my 12 inches and the 7 inches. But starting off with the first album, which is, well, I don't know, that and the Roundhouse, this is probably the best, maybe. But obviously all the old ska reggae groups, the first albums are bang on. Like, you look at the Specials, Selector, Madness, the first albums are wicked, man. Anyway, there's the first one. And what I've got on this, guys, I'm in the process. I've got 3 copies of this, by the way, look. This is my personal copy, which is pretty mint. This one's an English release on Go Feet Records. But what I've got my eyes on, guys, I've got my eyes on obviously in Australia and America, they were known as the English beat. Obviously we know them as the beat, but they were released on a different label, the same cover, everything else, in America and Canada. And I'm currently looking at purchasing the Canadian copy, which I found, and the American copy, which I found, but obviously they're a lot more money than the English copy. But saying that, you bang them with my collection and they're worth a lot of money. Anyway, that's the first album by the beat. I just can't stop it. Have a look at the tunes. Obviously I've got 3 copies of that. Got some wicked tunes on here, man. Go Feet. So the American copy and the Australian copy, because it went to number 1, you know, in Australia back in the day, and this went to number 1 in Britain. Obviously got Mirror in the Bathroom, Hands Off She's Mine, Two Swords, Twist and Crawl, Rough Rider, Click Click, and on this one, just some wicked tunes. Probably Stand Down Margaret. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that in the old concert. And I've got to say also, my favourite tune could be Jackpot. Obviously trying to pick your favourite band's best tune is quite hard, but that Jackpot's pretty bang on, man. You got Rankin Roger in full effect. But in a Rankin Roger interview, he said that what meant the beat to him was Mirror in the Bathroom. I can understand that totally. Obviously that was a stomper back in the day. But anyway, yeah, there we go. There's all the English copies of that. If I'm lucky, I'll be showing you the Australian and the American copy soon, which has got a yellow innard. Very strange, but anyway, on to the Beat's second album, which is What Happened, which is up. Which is another absolute banger on a Go Feet label. What I'll have to do here. So it's the way I store my records so I don't ruin the covers. A little tip to all you record lovers out there. So I'm just sorting the video out, guys. It keeps going funny. Which has got a yellow innard. Very strange, but anyway, on to the Beat's second album, which is What Happened, which is up. Which is another absolute banger on a Go Feet label. What I'll have to do here. So it's the way I store my records so I don't ruin the covers. A little tip to all you record lovers out there. Don't bother putting your sleeves in the records, just put it in the plastic. That's what I do.
Sorry about the little breaks I have to keep doing, guys. I've got to sort my video camera out here. But anyway,
so that's the way I store my records, so I don't ruin the covers. A little tip to all you record lovers out there: don't bother putting your sleeves in the records. Just put it in the plastic. That's what I do. What we got here? Here's what. Mint. Apart from dust. Anyway, on the B side, on the reverse of the cover, pictures of the beat. Those of you are out, that's another blinder. And I've not seen any other copies of this. I've not seen the American copy or the Australian copy like I have with the I Just Can't Stop It album. But they must be out there, do you know what I mean? I just haven't found them yet. I've got to go on to the Australian eBay and have a look on there. But anyway, guys, that is the second album by The Beat. And the third album The Beat released was this one. And to be honest, out of all the albums, I think the hardest one to find is probably... The easiest one to find is obviously I Just Can't Stop It. You'll find copies of that all over the place, but it's finding a mint copy, and obviously I found the Australian copy and the American copy, which is the English beat. It's got a yellow record, which is quite odd. But probably the hardest beat album to find, I found anyway, is it's a toss-up between these two. I would say it's this. I'd say it's Special Boat Service. That's what Facebook just caught me on, save it for later. But anyway, you got the beat. And this was really the last beat album as we know as The Beat. So they've released I Just Can't Stop It, What Happened, third album. What happened after the third album is you had Rankin Roger, who's obviously the lead singer, poster, and lots of things. And you had Dave Wakeling, who's basically the white dude singing in The Beat, which are both lead vocalists. They both wanted to go... they both had different ideas, and obviously Dave went to... They didn't fall out, not like UB40 where they fell right out and there's lawsuits and court cases. It weren't like that. It's not like that. And I'll explain why in the video as I go along. But basically, Dave Wakeling wanted to go in one direction, which was America, because they'd toured America. And Rankin Roger wanted to go in a different direction. So then you had... What happened there? You had two beats, really. You had the English beat, which was in America, and then you had the beat featuring Rankin Roger. And what they did then, it was you had... Let me just show you this quick one. This was this is another album. This is really the fourth beat album, which is kind of all the beat, but which is What Is the Beat? What is beat? which is the best of the beat. But you get a free album in there, which I quite liked, and I didn't even know that existed, that one, man. In fact, out of all of them, that one, so I'm changing my mind already. This one is the hardest to find. Obviously here you got what I've already got down there, I just can't stop it. What happened? Special beat service, and then this is the beat. So there's all of them. Hang on, I've got a special boat service up here. What is the beat? And then you add, sort of now, if you can picture it, you got the beat featuring Ranking Roger in this country, and then you got the beat, the English beat, Dave Wakeling in America, and basically Ranking Roger sadly passed away. He got his memorial that I'm going to on the 22nd at the concert. But he had cancer and then got a tumour in his brain, which is quite sad. But the good thing is he got to perform with his son. It was called Ranking Junior. And what the ranking means, if anyone's thinking, what's he on about ranking? Ranking is a sort of reggae term, which means high ranking, top ranking. That's what that means. So when someone's called the ranking whoever, it means high, top. Anybody remembers the ranking Miss P? Used to do a show on Radio 1 way back in the day. I used to sit in my bedroom, tuned into that, listening to these dub vibes, thinking, wow, this is it. I can remember that now. Obviously having autism and ADHD, it now resonates with me. But yeah, that's what the ranking means. High official, high top ranking. But anyway, he got to perform with his son, who is called Ranking Junior, he's called. And they got to release this album just before Ranking Roger died. And it's called Bounce. And I got this one brand spanking new. So you got Bounce, look man, I'll tell you what, it's banging. And to think that he died just after this, there's a few tunes on here that he does with his son, and all these new tunes are very, very, very punky, very scarry, reggae. In fact, Ranking Roger was apparently the first black punk in Birmingham. And Ranking Roger, a few more facts for you, he nearly ended up in a special. He said he was in London, and what he used to do, Ranking Roger, he used to jump on stage, man, grab the mic and start flowing. And he said he was watching the specials and he thought, yeah, I'll have some of this. And he said he thought the specials were all right. Do you know, obviously it was a racist time back then. But the specials are a multiracial band. And he said they were all sweet and that. So he was going to jump up on stage. So he jumped up on stage. They all sort of looked round. And he was going to grab the mic, start flowing. And basically it ended, the special set ended. But he nearly ended up in the specials. But saying that, nowadays, when they do concerts, you'll see a lot of specials people that are still alive playing in the Beats band and vice versa. They swap over. I don't know whether Madness do that, but I know for a fact Selector, the Beat, and the Specials do that. So Madness probably do. You know, I mean, the more people that pass away, to keep it genuine, to keep your concert genuine, instead of having some new people come in, you're not going to go, you know what I mean? Why get new people when you can go to the Specials and go in, mate, come over and do this gig with us, or the Specials can go to the Beat, come and do this for us. Do you know what I mean? That's what they do. And I think that's pretty unique. But anyway, back to the Ranking Roger. It's probably going to be quite a long video. A bit longer than me one the other day. Good afternoon, Darren. So I'm just doing my video on the Beat albums and a bit of history, really. I did a video the other night about my two-tone treasures, and I put it on YouTube, and it's been quite successful. So is the one I put on here, actually. But anyway, this is basically the last record ever made by the beat Ranking Roger. It's a fucking banger. New tunes that sound scarry. It all keeps the vibe. And like he said, you got the other beat in America, and this is
Just
Dave
gonna
Wakeling's
adjust
album,
this
by the
again,
way.
guys. Do apologise, I have to keep doing this.
Here we go, love.
Hang on.
There we go. That's Ranking Roger's last ever album, which is a banger. Then you got this. This is a wicked album. This was. I thought I saw this right. Obviously, I'm a beat fan featuring Ranking Roger, but I see this and I thought this is Dave Wakeling's new album. I'll give it a go. Do you know what I mean? I'm not biased at all. I just love the beat. I love all beat music. I love the artwork on this. In fact, I might tell you what would go nice with all my beat stuff. Quite a bit. Is to get this blown up big in a poster. I love the artwork on this. In fact, I might tell you what would go nice with all my beat stuff. Quite a bit. Is to get this blown up big in a poster. But that's a double gatefold album. We'll have a quick look at this. And this is how I store this. It's brand new. Got all the lyrics. Learn the lyrics, sing along at the concerts. That's the crack. You got a double vinyl here. And then you've got more lyrics, and then Dave Wakeling, which is. I had an open mind when I listened to this album, but I've got to say, it's banging. It's banging. And then we get on to the last beat album that I own, which is probably up there with I Just Can't Stop It, that album.
Sorry, I have to keep stopping this, guys. It's playing right up.
Things you can do. Or someone else. The beat did it all themselves in sessions.
Oh, I've messed it right up.
Amazing. This one.
Here we are.
Unbelievable. At the end of the day, I'm just a beat man. The beat man. That's what you can call me. You got this one. You got Bounce, which is just really good. I've actually got a 7-inch single off of this as well. I don't know if any other singles were released. I found one. Any of you beat fanatics out there, let me know if you know. And then you got, no, in fact, I'm getting them all jumbled up. You got What Is the Beat, which is an absolute classic. be honest, what I've got up on the deck now is the free album, which is remixes. And I'll just let you know, all them early, you might see me playing some 12-inch beat tunes. All that music was played live. It wasn't given to, obviously nowadays, someone will make a 12-inch, but it'll be remixed by someone else. The beat, did it all themselves in sessions. A bit like how my mum, obviously my mum was a singer in the 50s, and she was a session singer. So they go in and do it, and that's a bit like what they did there. Just went in and done it. But anyway, that's that one. And then you got What Happened. And then you got 3 copies of this. And these are investments, really, the extra copies. Some people are probably thinking, why you got 3 copies of that? They're kind of investments, really, because I know the market, and it's going crazy. 2-tone, The Beat, Madness, Selector, all of them specials. It's the vinyl market for that music is bubbling at the minute, and obviously I'm in the cooking pot, bubbling with it, grabbing it. But I love it. Do you know what I mean? This is music from my era. So anyway, there's one copy. 2 copies. Obviously, you got my quite mint copy. What you'll find with the Just Can't Stop It albums is they go a bit down the edges here, but obviously this is mint. Look at these. Can you see it going? They go along the edge. But obviously this is my mint copy. Look at that. And anyway, that's my little Beat Albums video over with. I'll be doing a 7-inch, look at me 7-inch beat singles, and I'll be looking at me 12-inch beat singles. And hopefully I'll be able to add the American copy and the Australian copy. But I think it's the American, one of them anyway. It's quite a few quid. But saying that, I'm quite a fan, and it's not like, obviously, the British release of this record, because this went to #1 in Australia as well back in the day. This album, obviously, you got Go Feet, the Go Feet label. But with the American copy, right, and the Australian copy, it ain't got the beat, it's got the English beat. And it's yellow, it's all yellow, there ain't no Go Feet on it. I think it's actually on a different label, obviously they license it out. But then I've seen that before though, with my mum's music. Quick look at me mother, my famous mum. On my mum's record, the original Oh Boy show there, from 1958, on Parlophone. I've seen copies of that. South African presses. But the money they want for that's a bit, even though it's me mum, it's a bit, they're asking a bit too much, but at the end of the day, I don't need all my mum's music, because, well, to be honest, I've got all my mum's music. I will do a video on my mum's stuff one day, and what it all is, and tell you exactly what it all is, but this is all my mum's stuff. Records my mum made. First ever Vernon's Girls record on Parlophone. Got me mum and Cliff. There's my Abbey Road Studio CD, guys. Probably the most expensive. Probably the most expensive bit of music I've ever purchased is that. From Abbey Road, but and that CD got cut off of the original master. That's how I got permissions to play my mum's music. Because I had to go through about 3 different record companies to get permissions, because obviously that's on Parlophone, which got bought out by Sony, which got bought out by Warner, which just goes on and on, people buying each other out. But at the end of the day, I got right through to the right man that said, "Oh, who are you? Why do you want that music?" I said, "Well, it's my mum." But anyway, it's enough talk about that. Whatever you're doing out there, like I always say, have a good one. Got any beat records? Give me a shout. Got any sort of two-tone you want valued? Give me a shout. I'll let you know what it's worth. For all you know, you could be sitting on a couple of Rude Boy records, mate, that are worth loads, because trust me, if you've got any of that original two-tone or original anything, the beat, special, selector's worth the most. It's just loads of dough. Loads of dough. Anyway, what I'm going to do is find somewhere to put me new beat plaques. Got that one. Hang on. And then I got that one. That's my favourite one with the red on it. And then you got this one I got today, man. What I really want, right? Obviously the beat from Birmingham. I'm from Kent. On the tune Ranking Full Stop, they mentioned, well, I only looked at the lyrics the other night. It always sounded like he said Dover. She could come from Dover. And I thought, what? That must be saying else. Just the Brummie accent's got me. But I went and had a look at the lyrics, man, and it is Dover. So I'd love to get one of them with that tune on, but unfortunately they didn't have it on there. I should really say to the girl, can she knock me one up? But these are quality guys. It's proper tin, guys. It's, you know what I mean, proper. Might stick one outside my door, on my old front door there. Anyway, that's my little beat videos, albums, video. Whatever you're doing, have a good one. I'm out of here. I'll catch you next time.